Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we're debating the advisability of a stock trading ban, and I would repeat, the bill in front of us is not such, although it may be labeled such, but I think it's important to debate and discuss the full scope of the individuals that ought to be covered by such a ban. And this amendment would add senior staff as well as judicial officers as covered individuals under the bill. Senior staff may have just as much, if not more, in many cases, inside information than members of Congress do, and I think it's worth debating whether or not they should be covered under the bill. Judicial officers, on the other hand, should certainly be banned from trading stocks. The idea that a judge or justice or their spouse can trade stocks in companies with cases before their chambers is completely and utterly unacceptable, and the American people know that. The independence of the judiciary has been attacked and questioned from every angle. A judge or justice's financial interest should not be a consideration or up for question. Just this week, there was a story about Supreme Court Justice Alito's recusal from a case because of his financial interest in the oil company in the case before the court. According to reporting, Justice Alito has recused himself 10 times this term and 53 times over the past 3 terms due to his investments. While recusal is certainly a better thing than ruling, recusal at the nation's highest court is voluntary, and a justice's impartiality should never be in question due to their personal financial interests, and you would want each of your Supreme Court justices actually engaged in and making determinations. When you have to recuse yourself, you withdraw from those that important consideration in the job before you, which is to serve the American people and to dispense justice. But at this time, however, I withdraw my amendment, but strongly encourage my Republican colleagues to consider the full scope of individuals and office holders who should be covered by this prohibition.